Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Ashfall. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the upcoming matchup between Kennedy Nzechukwu and Jung Da Un at UFC FightNight Holloway versus Rodriguez, and giving you my betting breakdown and prediction. Introducing the fighter, Kennedy the African Savage Nzechukwu, with a 9-1 record. He'll be 29 years old, 6'5", with a ridiculous reach of 83 inches. His last 5 fights were Danilo Marquez, round 2 KO, Carlos Ulberg, round 3 KO, Darko Stosic, decision win, and then submitted by Paul Craig. To start this off, the UFC have been pushing him. Not often do they make promos on undercard fighters, but his story is a real tearjerker. That being said, he's got the heart of a lion and a reliable gas tank. We watched Marquez ride his back for almost an entire round and then go out there, and then he just finished him in the second. Completely gassed Danilo Marquez. And then against Carlos Ulberg, he was like a 3-1 dog in that fight, and he did not look like it. He was going to war with an experienced kickboxer and just put his lights out clean when he was gassed. What I don't like about him is how Danilo got his back so easy. Like, he was on there the first 10 seconds of the round and stayed on there the entire round. But he was entirely gassed after that. And then Paul Craig submit him. But they're two very dangerous fighters when it hits the mat. He's a slow starter and not known to throw his hands often. In a lot of his fights, you see lots of the commentators will be talking about it. They'll be like, oh, he's known to be a slow starter. He doesn't throw his hands. But when he does, they land heavy. And he's got a very long reach. He starts piecing guys up from the outside. And then we got his opponent, Jung Da Un. He's going to be 14-2 and 1 no contest on a 13-fight winning streak. He'll be 27 years old, 6'4", and a 78-inch reach. His last few fights were against William Knight by decision, went to a draw with Sam Alvey. How does that make any sense? And then KOs Mike Rodriguez in round 1, and then goes to the third round and submits Kadis Ibragimov. I have no idea how you say that last name. So his strengths and weaknesses, he's actually, his jab's very good. He's flat-footed and wants to box in his earlier fights. He found a style that recently fit him in his last fight, actually, against William Knight. Got 7 takedowns, and in the third round came in sprinting at him. And in that fight, he got over 7 or 10 minutes of control time. But then in the Sam Alvey fight, I went back and watched it. Goes for no takedowns, knocks down Sam Alvey, and then goes to a draw with him. And I have no idea what his game plan was to just go and strike with Sam Alvey. So how I see this fight taking place is if Jung is going to be smart, he's going to come into this fight with a wrestling-heavy game plan like he did against Knight. He smoked him in the first round, and Kennedy's takedown defense is not that strong. We've seen in his last few fights getting ridden by Marquez, and Ulberg was never attempting a takedown. And then we saw Paul Craig submit him. I'm hoping Jung doesn't go back to his old game plan of striking and not going for a single takedown, because I can see a scenario where he throws it out the window and Kennedy just stuffs all his takedowns and makes it a kickboxing match. So for the bets I'm going to be placing, I'm looking at the Jung money line, just because I think he can get top control time and maybe even hunt for a ground and pound finish, or even get another quick knockout. Another sneaky prop bet I'm looking at for this matchup, if the book releases it, will be the over 1.5. That could be not too bad with these being 2 light heavyweights and a lot of finishes in their past fights. Well, that's going to be all for today's video. Thank you for taking the time out of your day and watching. Let me know what you think about this matchup in the comments, and if I missed anything, or if even there's another angle. And it's us versus the bookie, guys. Let's cast some tickets, and good luck on your bets. Thank you.